Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Double dog. 56. Watch the safety creep. Hey, switch gears.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got one. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Army.
Hey, hold. Hey, Steve 6.
Now Allen. Looking deep downfield. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down, Fields. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Kill. Turn up.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, It's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw. Fields. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We won it. Hey, tight.
He's coming. We got double up.
22 jet bomber.
Check 24.
Some. Hey, Haywood.
Working out a shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Switch.
From the gun, Fields. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception, and that means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A pass complete here to Conley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Fields. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Off play action. Fields. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Allen throwing again. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Allen. Airing one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, McCaffrey.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Watch it slap.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Allen. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Alert!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw on second down. Fields looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 1st and 10, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So don't say nothing.
Like 38. Rabbit. Mark 38. Mark 38. I got one. 38.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. First down, and they're going to throw without it. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check it back, check it back.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
On first down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38.
You must be dreaming.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Throw complete right side to Cooks. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up? And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mike 38.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. is here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Round 80.
Hey, defense, let's go. 36.
Alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Kill. He's coming. Double up.
Regular.
Watch twist.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Middle. Stay with your man.
A give right side now to Hunt. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Regular. 36. Line. Takes 3. 218. Chopper.
Pick it up. Watch the edge.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Strip that ball. Check three. Check hot route. Hot. Go.
He'll try and throw for it here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They're not ready. Alert! They're not ready for this. We go.
On first down, Hunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Check. Back.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. He's got the hook up with Conley. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Mike 52.
Get that quarterback and all.
On second down, it's Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The throw over the middle taken in. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down.
3 buzz. Mike 38. Silver. 38 to Mike. Watch the run.
On 4th down, Fields. And he finds McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 4.
Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and forever. From the gun, Fields. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Fields trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now,
and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on third and long. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home